everybody, and welcome back to Weekly Dividend Investing. We're currently sitting at week 20 with $2,000 total invested and a portfolio size of $2,155.31. However, that being said, this was actually the current values that are recorded on 3/15/3/20, and it's currently 3/24 today. If we go back to the values currently, I don't believe that actually reflects the actual values. So what I'm going to end up doing is actually we're going to copy and paste this here on this line as is. So it's going to show a higher increase. Then we're actually going to report today's values, everything worth today, and we're going to see where that puts us at. So give us 1 second here, please. Alrighty, I went ahead and updated the values here. So we actually had like a $1 dip from 226 to 3.4, estimating, because we did invest on actually like 314 here. I can show you the values, but for the time being, just go ahead off my word and say I did invest on 314, not 34. And then with that, that's the 34 to 311 jump. So these dates aren't going to be entirely accurate because I've been kind of out of town recently, going on vacations and such, so I haven't actually had the amount of time that I wanted to be working on these videos. I do apologize for that. But we should be back into it, doing consistency. So, that being said, hello, everybody. Welcome back to week 20. We're currently at $2,000 total invested with $2,177 portfolio. So we're looking pretty good, all things considered. We're reporting a 311 a week when it is 324. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 318, and then the day after that, which will be Tuesday, I'll be doing a 325, and then the week following that, when we come back, that should be 4-1, and we should be up to speed on that. So we're not going to notice that many differences from the 318, I should say, to 325, because there's going to be literally a day in between, but we're still trying to maintain our $100 a week toward the investment portfolio. So that being said, with this, we are currently sitting at $177 total profit, which is nuts to see. We did do $25 increments and 4 different tickers for these 2 weeks in between. So from 3.4 to 3.11, we added $25 to ORC, ARR, SCHD, and USOI. We have actually been adding hella to USOI recently, and I wanted to see really quickly here. Yes, it looks like on March 4th, we ended up putting in $63, and then I think on top of that, they had a huge jump. Let me see, let me look at that 3-month. Yeah, they had a huge jump. That's not that big of a jump, actually, in comparison to previous. I guess I've just been sinking hella money into USOI. So overall, though, we're looking at hella return. It is not showing. We do got a $10. Wow, I can't wait to report that in a moment here. All right, anyways, back to over here. So yeah, we're looking good, all things considered. $177 profit. Let me go to my stocks portfolio real quick. That's reporting 173, so pretty close to the money here. Let me go ahead and update it real quickly here, though. Alrighty, so I went ahead and updated some more values. Again, do want to apologize for the delay on these uploads. I was out of town for a week with like 0 internet, so I literally couldn't do any investment if I wanted to. But I am back. Apologize for those of you who are expecting the weekly uploads. I'm back. I'm going to try to commit to it. I'm going to try to plan more of this in the future, because all I'm really doing is $100 a week on average, so I can always just do it like a couple weeks in advance type ordeal, or like a week in advance type ordeal. I'll figure it out more to make it a little bit easier. But for the time being, we're back. So that being said, let's go ahead and continue going over everything here. ORC still being one of our bigger profiters with $77 in the lead at the moment. ARR with 27, USOI with 32. All of the big three, of course. There's a lot of money in them that we've invested, on average of $400 each, so we're doing pretty solid there. SCHD, Main, and VOO also putting us pretty solidly in the lead with an average of $10 per. Or probably average at $8-9 per, if you want to be correct. AGNC actually profiting $11 with the $63 invested. We might start investing a little bit more into AGNC, putting them back up here, and removing MO. I did mention before that I wanted to sell MO. I haven't held on to it for very long, but the returns that I'm getting for it isn't really going along where I wanted it to be. That being said, we'll continue to look at it for the time being. But as I've said before, I do want to start scrapping the ones who aren't doing that well overall in terms of high rates, and then switch them around a little bit. Well, let's go ahead and actually jump over. We're looking at $175 profit so far with an 1.8% profit margin off of the 20 weeks that we've been invested in. If you want to pull out a calculator here just to look into that, we got 20 divided by 52 for 38% of the year. I don't know what value I was trying to get out of that. Let's do 52 divided by 20, 2.6, and then we times that by 8%. So you're looking at 20% over the year, which is awesome. So hopefully we can continue reaching those numbers. If we maintain 8% profit over 20-week intervals, that's 20% over the year. That is perfectly what I want in terms of investment strategy. I want to be earning 20% over year by year. So every 5 years, I should be doubling. That's my goal. Obviously, like I said, it's going to change week to week, month to month, year to year. It's going to be bad years, it's going to be good years, it's going to be bad months, there's going to be good months, but yeah, that's where we're at. For those who want to know my current investment strategy, I'm investing in these three at the moment because they are what I consider to be very high value, less risk, but very good growth stock-wise and dividend payment-wise. They are lower on the yield percentages. However, even though they are lower, they're really strong ETFs that just perform well overall. Like if you check the SCHD and see how long they've grown over big, like, 10, 20, 30 years, they're just consistently growing. So it's just something to be looking out for. I don't have the numbers exactly in front of me. I really encourage everybody to do their own research, but that is the reason why I'm investing in these three. These guys up here are just the really high yields. A lot of people like to call them yield traps because eventually they expect them to fall. As you can see, my profit is very much working for me, but if you were to look at the company itself, like ORC, they have a history of just falling in value over time. However, I am trying to outweigh their current yield payouts instead, and trying to see maybe their payouts would be a little bit better in terms of than their actual declining. So if we look at this right here, you see 73% in the past 5 years. Quick calculator here, you take 73, you divide it by 5. That's an average of a 14% decrease over those years. However, we have a currently 16% yield. So technically we're beating the market. We're not beating the market. We're increasing by 2% in value. So looking at it like that, we're not doing that well. However, in the 20-week span, we have made 15% profit since we started investing. So it's working currently. This may change in the future. So we'll see where it puts us. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump over to our dividends because before the week left, I had about these ones already predicted that they were actually already announced, I should say. So we were looking pretty strong, but I knew March still had more dividends to report because a lot of them are monthly. And I was correct, and I was not expecting this amount. I mean, USOI is a big carrier with $7 here. Where else are you, USOI? And $2 there. And then 284. So they have had a big jump since I've started dropping more into them. But if you scroll down a little bit further here, you can see USOI actually paying a $10.34 payout from one company that is by far going to be the highest that I'm earning so far. But there's also double on that day, so we're actually earning around $11.50 on 325, which is awesome. And that's bigger than some months that I've had so far. I'm just floored with how much just dividend payouts we're going to be getting for March. And then we also have ARR here with the $5.71. They have been steadily increasing as well as we've been putting more and more money into them. So if we actually go over to our calendar here, $3.72 was the highest day in 2023. This was in terms of 2 months worth of investing. Let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Yeah, that kind of puts us almost accurately here. So we only invested for like half a month in November, so obviously not that much. And then we first started seeing some payouts here. And as you can see, it's been just steadily increasing. And we're at $26 for the month of March so far. March is not over. We still have 6 more days remaining. Maybe 7? Is there 31st? Yeah, 7 more days remaining. But this is nuts. It's honestly exciting to see. Like a $26 on the 2,000 that we've had invested. Let me see, 26 divided by 2,000. We're looking at about 1% per month. You multiply that by 12. You're looking at 15% over the year just in dividends, which is awesome. So awesome for what we're currently investing in and the strategy that we have. It's definitely working for the time being. Whether or not this is a long-term strategy, I don't know. I'm still learning as we go, but it's just really, really cool to see that progress already. I'm very excited for April. I'm hoping it continues the trend because we are steadily inputting more and more money. And assuming we do things the same way we've been doing and the market performs the same way it's been performing, we should see hopefully around $30 increase here. Not an increase, sorry. It should be around $30 for the month of April in terms of dividend payouts, which is hoping what we're gonna actually see, because that would be really cool just to see that steady exponential growth, so to speak. When we do pick up to 2025, that's gonna be interesting as well, because I'm very excited, because all the dividends we're currently getting are just being put back into the account automatically. So eventually we're gonna reach to a point where our dividends are actually paying us more per month than we're actually putting in, which is gonna be $400 a month currently. So if we get to the point, we could probably calculate this out a little bit. Like if it just keeps increasing, let's see, 5 months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by September, we should be expecting it around $50 in pay. So if we do the year after that, around $100, if not more. These are kind of lower estimates, just ballparking literally off the top of my head. So I'd say in about 2 years from now, the dividends should be earning at around $400, if not more by then. So at our current rate, which would be really cool to see, considering that we're putting in $400 a month in 2 years. I like that. I like those numbers. That sounds awesome. Oh, I want to see this here. So 40,800. We'll multiply by 2.5 because we're already halfway through. So we've put 12,000. Let me see, 0.15, 18 a month or a year, 150. I could be wrong. We'll definitely see. I do have to take into account the investments as well, but yeah, that's where we're at currently. If you guys enjoyed, comment, like, subscribe for more. I do hope to see you all in the next one. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, as always, be sure to comment, like, subscribe for more. I do hope to see you all in the next video, which will be very soon. I'm going to be recording it tomorrow morning, probably, and then editing it and releasing it tomorrow evening, hopefully, if we stick to that plan. And then same thing with Tuesday. So I do hope to see you all there. Adios. Have a fantabulous day. Peace.